Is your go-to snack secretly sabotaging your well-being? Did you know that eating certain nuts could actually increase your heart disease risk by as much as 48%, especially for those of us over 60? This surprising fact comes from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, and it's something you should definitely be aware of. Here's the unsettling reality. Numerous seniors believe they are making heart-smart choices, yet common nuts residing in their pantries might be stealthily contributing to higher blood pressure, systemic inflammation, arterial blockage, and even a decline in cognitive sharpness. Unmasking potential dangers in your nut selection. One particular nut, which we'll identify shortly, is associated with increased levels of a detrimental compound that builds up over time, potentially impairing liver, kidney, and brain health with frequent intake. Indeed, a nut frequently touted in low-carbohydrate eating plans could be inflicting gradual, irreversible damage on mature bodies, and chances are it's sitting in your kitchen right now. Fear not, however, as this guide is designed to illuminate the path. We will dissect everything from the most beneficial nuts that support heart health and brain function, which you should embrace, to those demanding caution or outright avoidance. Consider this your definitive resource, and make sure you stay tuned to the very end. The number one nut on our avoid list harbors a significant, rarely discussed hazard that might be compromising your health unnoticed. Before we delve deeper, please share your viewing location in the comments below. We also appreciate you liking this video and subscribing for more crucial health insights. Now, let's proceed to the 4 nuts highly recommended for seniors. Number 4. Almonds, fortifiers of bone structure. Almonds are a great choice for seniors, offering calcium and vitamin E, which help maintain bone strength as we age. Just a small serving provides about 97 milligrams of calcium to help reduce bone loss. The unique advantage of almonds lies not only in the calcium itself, but in its pairing with magnesium, a mineral often deficient in older adults. Magnesium functions like a delivery service, ensuring calcium reaches the bones effectively instead of potentially accumulating in arteries. Moreover, the healthy monounsaturated fats within almonds contribute to cardiovascular wellness by aiding in the reduction of LDL, bad cholesterol, a factor of growing importance as heart disease risk escalates with age. Furthermore, their fiber content, roughly 3.5 grams per serving, aids in alleviating constipation, a frequent complaint among nearly 40% of older individuals. Compelling research from Tufts University indicates that the distinctive antioxidant blend in almonds shields brain cells against oxidative stress, possibly mitigating the cognitive decline many seniors dread. When selecting almonds, opt for those with their skins intact, as the skin houses flavonoids that enhance the antioxidant capacity of vitamin E. However, remember that thorough chewing is essential, as whole almonds can present a choking risk for seniors experiencing swallowing issues. Number 3. Walnuts, nourishers for the mind. Now that we've covered how almonds support bone health, let's look at another nut that's great for your brain: walnuts. Walnuts arguably represent the most potent brain-supporting nut readily available, their physical form uncannily mirroring the brain itself. These exceptional nuts boast the highest concentration of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-derived omega-3 fatty acid, among common nuts. This is profoundly important for the aging brain, as omega-3s are vital for upholding the structural integrity of brain cell membranes and optimizing neurotransmission. Research has shown that eating just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily can help improve mental clarity and speed, especially in older adults. The distinct polyphenolic compounds found in walnuts can traverse the blood-brain barrier, directly combating inflammation within neural pathways, which may help decelerate the advance of conditions such as Alzheimer's and dementia. An often overlooked benefit is the presence of melatonin in walnuts. Melatonin levels naturally decline with age, contributing to the sleep disruptions common among seniors. Integrating a small portion of walnuts into your evening habits could potentially foster a more regular sleep-wake pattern. Walnuts also confer considerable cardiovascular advantages thanks to their mix of arginine, an amino acid promoting healthy blood vessel function, and polyphenols, which combat oxidative stress. For seniors using blood pressure medication, walnuts may serve as a complementary measure by supporting arterial elasticity. To retain maximum potency, store walnuts refrigerated to protect their sensitive oils from rancidity. Cracking them yourself, when feasible, offers a beneficial light hand exercise, preserving fine motor skills. That subtle bitterness? It's an indicator of their powerful antioxidant content, a natural sign of their protective qualities. Number 2. Pistachios, allies for blood pressure management. Moving from brain health to blood pressure, let's explore the benefits of pistachios. Pistachios are frequently underestimated regarding their benefits for senior health, especially concerning blood pressure regulation. Their standout feature is an outstanding potassium to sodium ratio, delivering approximately 285 mg of potassium per serving while being inherently low in sodium. This mineral equilibrium is critically important for seniors because it helps counter the tendency for aging kidneys to retain sodium, potentially lowering systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, an effect sometimes seen with prescription drugs but achieved naturally. The presence of lutein and zeaxanthin in pistachios warrants attention too. These carotenoids specifically accumulate in the eye's macula, offering protection against age-related macular degeneration, AMD, the primary cause of vision impairment in individuals over 60. In contrast to some tougher nuts that might challenge dental work, pistachios provide a gratifying crunch, yet remain relatively gentle on older teeth and gums. Their characteristic green and purple coloration is more than just aesthetic. It signifies potent antioxidants working to neutralize age-accelerating free radicals systemically. Pistachios also offer a practical advantage ideal for seniors. The physical act of removing the shells inherently moderates eating speed, discouraging overconsumption and fostering a mindful eating practice that can be both calming and mentally engaging. Research highlighted in the International Journal of Obesity demonstrated that the accumulation of empty shells acts as a helpful visual reminder of quantity consumed, aiding portion control. For individuals managing arthritis in their hands, pre-opened pistachios offer easier access while retaining the shelling benefit. Choose unsalted or lightly salted options. The fiber content, approximately 3 grams per ounce, also contributes to stable blood sugar levels, a significant factor for the 25% of Americans over 65 managing diabetes or prediabetes. Number 1. Brazil nuts, supporters of thyroid vitality. Finally, let's discuss a unique nut with powerful benefits for a specific yet crucial aspect of senior health: the Brazil nut. Brazil nuts secure the premier spot on our list due to their profound impact on thyroid health, a critical yet often overlooked concern for older adults. These extraordinary nuts represent the most concentrated known dietary source of selenium. Merely one nut provides 96 micrograms, fulfilling 137% of the daily recommended intake. This is exceptionally relevant as thyroid conditions impact as many as 20% of individuals over 65, often remaining undiagnosed because symptoms mimic aspects of normal aging. Selenium from Brazil nuts is indispensable for the conversion of thyroid hormone into its biologically active state, thereby directly influencing energy levels, metabolic rate, and even emotional well-being. Beyond thyroid function, Brazil nuts supply unique fatty acids that contribute to the maintenance of myelin, the insulating sheath around nerve cells which can degrade with age. Preserving myelin integrity can assist seniors in retaining better coordination, faster reaction times, and sharper cognitive processing. A compelling aspect of Brazil nuts is their provision of organically bound selenium, which is more readily absorbed and utilized by the body compared to synthetic selenium supplements. Their dense, creamy consistency promotes satiety even in minimal quantities, which is key given their potency. Consequently, it's advised seniors restrict intake to merely 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day, as excessive selenium intake can be detrimental. When purchasing, opt for in-shell Brazil nuts if available, as the shell offers natural protection for the sensitive nutrients within. Refrigeration is recommended to prevent their high oil content from becoming rancid. Seniors dealing with constipation may find additional relief from Brazil nuts due to their combined fiber and natural oil content, promoting bowel regularity. Their inherently sweet, buttery taste serves as an excellent substitute for less nutritious comfort snacks. Perhaps the most exciting area is emerging research suggesting specific antioxidants in Brazil nuts might help safeguard telomeres, the protective end caps of chromosomes that shorten with age, potentially impacting cellular aging itself. Navigating the nut landscape. Awareness is key. Having highlighted the nutritional stars, it's equally vital to recognize potential pitfalls lurking among common nut choices. Let's pivot to discuss nuts that seniors should consider consuming in moderation or with heightened awareness. Number 4. Peanuts. Potential inflammation. Instigators. Despite widespread consumption, peanuts carry several risks that render them less ideal for many older adults. Firstly, clarifying that peanuts are legumes, not true nuts, is crucial. Growing underground exposes them to a higher risk of mold contamination and aflatoxins, potent mycotoxins produced by specific molds known to harm the liver and potentially increase cancer risk with sustained exposure. This hazard is amplified with age, as the body's natural detoxification capabilities tend to diminish. Of particular relevance to seniors, peanut proteins can provoke inflammatory reactions in numerous individuals, even those without a diagnosed allergy. This persistent, low-level inflammation can aggravate joint discomfort, add stress to the cardiovascular system, and potentially hasten cognitive decline, all areas of vulnerability in later life. The elevated omega-6 fatty acid profile of peanuts exacerbates this issue, given that most Western diets already contain an excessive omega-6 to anti-inflammatory omega-3 ratio. For seniors prescribed blood thinners like warfarin, the vitamin K content in peanuts poses a risk of interfering with the medication's effectiveness, a critical interaction often overlooked in patient counseling. Commercial peanut butters frequently worsen these problems by incorporating hydrogenated oils, excessive salt, and sugars, further taxing the aging cardiovascular system. Even natural varieties often contain added salt that can contribute to elevated blood pressure. Improper storage leading to rancidity introduces harmful free radicals, and the common dry roasting method generates acrylamide, a substance linked in research to accelerated cognitive decline. If peanuts are a regular part of your diet, consider swapping them occasionally for recommended nuts to minimize exposure to these potential downsides. Number 3. Cashews. The stealthy blood sugar spikes. Following peanuts, let's examine another popular choice with hidden drawbacks. Cashews. Cashews warrant specific caution for seniors due to their unexpectedly high carbohydrate load and consequent glycemic effect. In contrast to true tree nuts, cashews pack considerably more carbohydrates, around 9 grams per ounce, with less fiber and fewer protective elements. This composition can trigger blood sugar fluctuations detrimental to the estimated 25% of adults over 65 living with diabetes and the further 48% identified with prediabetes. The danger is compounded by the health halo surrounding cashews, prompting many seniors to consume them freely, unaware of the potential impact on glucose stability. Their characteristic smooth, curved shape also ranks them among the nuts most frequently aspirated by seniors, posing a significant choking risk, especially for individuals with dysphagia. Nutritionally, cashews are high in oxalates, compounds that can bind with calcium in the gut, thereby hindering calcium absorption, a major concern for seniors already vulnerable to osteoporosis. These same oxalates can also contribute to kidney stone development in susceptible individuals. The necessary processing of cashews introduces another layer of concern. They require extensive treatment to eliminate urushiol, the irritant found in poison ivy, often involving high temperatures that degrade their nutritional value. Commercial versions are commonly oil-roasted and heavily salted. Furthermore, cashews contain enzyme inhibitors that can impede protein digestion. Their appealing creamy texture also facilitates overconsumption. If cashews feature regularly in your diet, contemplate a gradual shift towards walnuts or almonds. Number 2. Macadamia nuts, the concentrated calorie culprit. Next on our list of nuts to be mindful of are the calorie-dense macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts, though undeniably tasty, stand out as one of the more problematic options for seniors, chiefly because of their exceptional caloric density. Packing roughly 200 calories per ounce, they lead the nut category in calories. This is particularly relevant as basal metabolic rates naturally slow with age, making weight management a more significant hurdle. Their very high fat content, approximately 22 grams per ounce, also puts extra demand on gallbladder function. For the roughly 15% of seniors with undetected gallstones, macadamias could provoke painful gallbladder attacks. In addition to caloric load, macadamias possess one of the higher saturated fat contents among nuts, about 3 grams per ounce, which can contribute to raising LDL cholesterol levels. Their firm, dense structure also poses considerable dental risks. Practically speaking, macadamias rank among the pricier nuts, potentially tempting budget-aware seniors towards lower-grade options that could be rancid. Commercially prepared macadamias are frequently subjected to heavy salting and oil roasting. Their rich, buttery flavor profile can easily lead to overindulgence. A key point often missed is that while nut consumption is generally linked to heart health benefits, studies supporting this often specifically excluded or limited high-fat nuts like macadamias. If macadamias are a frequent treat, consider switching to pistachios for a similarly enjoyable eating experience but with a far more favorable nutritional composition. Number 1. Pine nuts, the prescription interaction. Risk. Finally, we arrive at the nut posing perhaps the most unexpected risks for seniors: pine nuts. Pine nuts unfortunately earn the designation as the most concerning nut for seniors owing to several critical issues. The most alarming concern involves compounds within pine nuts that can interfere with the action of over 60% of medications commonly prescribed to seniors. This interference can either diminish the drug's intended effect or trigger dangerous side effects, particularly noted with medications for blood pressure, cholesterol management, statins, and certain antidepressants. The critical danger here is that this significant food-drug interaction is rarely communicated by physicians or pharmacists. Adding to the concern is pine mouth syndrome, a peculiar condition where consuming pine nuts leads to a persistent bitter or metallic taste disturbance that can linger for weeks, potentially leading to diminished appetite and nutritional deficiencies in seniors. This syndrome seems to impact older adults more frequently. Pine nuts are also characterized by high levels of polyunsaturated fats, which are prone to rapid oxidation, generating harmful inflammatory compounds. Their diminutive size and smooth surface present a considerable risk of aspiration. Nutritionally, pine nuts contain enzyme inhibitors that can hinder protein digestion. Even in pesto, the combination of high oil content and pine nuts results in a calorie-dense food. Most troubling is emerging research suggesting compounds in specific pine nut varieties might contribute to the acceleration of age-related macular degeneration. A note on portions. While we've highlighted specific benefits and risks, remember that portion control is key for all nuts. For almonds, walnuts, and pistachios, a small handful, about 1 ounce or 28 grams per day, is generally a good guideline. As mentioned, Brazil nuts are potent, so limit intake to just 1 or 2 daily. Empowering your health through mindful nut choices. Understanding the nuances of different nuts empowers you to make choices that truly support your vitality. By consciously selecting which nuts to incorporate into your diet and which to approach with caution, you can meaningfully influence your overall health, daily energy levels, and cognitive well-being during your golden years. Remember, consistent application of small, informed changes can lead to significant long-term benefits. We'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in your health after adjusting your nut intake? Share your experiences in the comments below and let us know which nuts have worked best for you. Thank you for watching.